Hello everyone, greetings. So today I'm going to talk about why I failed my first UK practical driving test, lesson learned, and information that could help one or two persons. But before I go on, if today is your first time of seeing this face or coming across this video, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much. So when I was preparing for my practical driving test, the truth is I was determined to pass. It was like pass or pass. Pass or pass. I didn't want to fail. But failure in itself is not bad. Failure have a way of teaching us valuable life lessons. But 1 month to my driving tests, I watched lots of video and I had lessons twice in a week. So I spent an average of say £600 1 month before my test because I needed to pass this test. But it's not all about passing. Safety is also very important. And I think God has a way of teaching us valuable lessons too. Sometimes it's not like I prayed so much. That morning I prayed, I said, God, please help me, I want to pass. But I think I needed to learn a lesson. So that aside, you are allowed 15 minor driving faults. For that case, I had 5 minor driving faults. Now, to the serious faults, what happened? I was nervous at the beginning, examiner sitting close to you. I had a lady who was my examiner that day. Now, in the test, they may ask you to pull up somewhere safe on the left about 3 to 4 times, sometimes 5 times. So I think mine was up to 4 times. And one could be like angle, move up on an angle. Another one could be maybe they needed to set the sat nav for you, or maybe to tell you the next step, maybe you're independent driving, following road signs. So I used sat nav for that test. Now I was asked to pull up somewhere safe on the left. The truth is, I checked my mirror. Normally I'm supposed to check center left mirror if it's somewhere safe on the left. I checked that. But what happened? The space I wanted to park, I felt it wasn't good enough. The mistake was I didn't check my mirror before taking the next action. And when your action affects any other road users, it could be a serious fault or a dangerous fault, depending on how the situation and the way the examiner judged the case. So in this case, I felt that space wasn't good enough. Sometimes if it's a bus stop, you're not supposed to park there. You could get a maybe driving fault for parking there, or a disabled parking space. But now the mistake I made, I didn't check my mirror before trying to say, oh, that's not good enough. I was like trying to drive off, looking for a safe space. I would have cancelled my signal and then maybe think of what next to do. And what I heard was my examiner just, applied the brake. It happened like a shock for me then. And the sad thing was that I was close to my test center. But I think it's not about passing, because my mind was to pass, but I think I needed to learn lesson. Safety, safety, safety. Maybe if I have passed then, I would have constituted a problem to other road users. Who knows? It's not like I'm perfect now, really, but at least after failing that test, I had subsequent lessons with my instructor, and I did better. And I think I'm a better driver now, really. So that was not failure in itself. So the point is, not checking your mirror could cost you your driving tests. Please always check your mirror. If you want to increase your speed, check your mirror. If you want to reduce your speed, check your mirror. If you want to turn to the left, right, check your mirror. Mirror check is very important. I think my own fault was, say, mirror check, change of direction. I was supposed to look at my mirror before changing direction, which I didn't do. So check your mirror. Not checking your mirror could cost you your driving test. And I learned my lesson really, and I became better driver subsequently. Not like I'm perfect, We learn every day. So driving is a skill that you keep improving and becoming better as you drive over time. So that was what happened. Not checking my mirror cost me that test, and I was close to the driving test center. So I felt so bad about it. I know they'll tell you, after you finish, your examiner will ask, do you want your instructor to come and hear the deal breaker? I said yes. My instructor came, and she said she wasn't expecting she was expecting Chioma to pass. So it's not about that. She felt like at least I was good enough to go for that test, right? But it's not about being good enough. Everything happened for a reason. And that was how I failed that test, because of mirror check, change of direction. And subsequently, as you all know, I passed. the driving test. So thank you for watching, and I want to encourage anybody who has failed once, twice, or 3 times, please do not get discouraged. Don't lose hope. You will get there sooner than you expect. Thank you so much for watching, and please do have a lovely day. Thank you. Bye.